Ian and Eddie, good to see all of you. A very good evening to all. Yep. Chitling, good to see you. Okay. Lao Foods, good to see you too. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me loud and clear? Just doing a mic test first. Okay. I do have a standing mic. Okay. I just want to make sure it works. Yeah. Okay. I think it works. Okay. Okay. Very good evening to all. Okay. Yes. Hi. Bang Shan, good to see you too. Okay, everybody come in right now. Quickly give a blast of a thumbs up. Okay, give a blast of thumbs up. Oh, I gotta alert my 1865 community. Okay, and I'm gonna alert right now. Okay, I just tell everybody that I am live now on YouTube. Okay. Yep. Okay. Very good. Okay, everybody give a thumbs up, please. Yep. I was intending to go to Malaysia until I saw the jam. Wow. Okay, and I was thinking that I thought the ringgit has gone up and nobody's going in, and then I saw today's queue and I was like, wrong. The queue is very very long. Yeah. So everybody give a thumbs up right now, okay? And then I can start. Yes. Okay. Okay. For some reason the alert machine is not working very well. Okay. There's a lot of notification issue, I think. Okay, everybody give a thumbs up, please. I have some notification issue. I don't know why. Okay, so I just want to make sure everybody can see me and hear me. Okay, um, so we're doing a crash buying series, and I think a lot of people would like to follow me on this. So today I thought I want to extract something which I thought is important for everybody. So before I wait, let me just make sure I notify the the YouTube properly. Okay, crash buying series. All right, cool. Okay, thank you, Gary. Okay, yeah. So today I want to cover a very interesting topic. Okay, on a powerful wealth builder that during crash buying, a lot of people missed out. Now I always say S&P 500 globally diversified portfolio. But this globally diversified portfolio is something that a lot of people would miss out. And I think it's really important for me to highlight what this globally diversified portfolio is. So I will appreciate everybody give a thumbs up as usual. Thank you, Siu Sing. Good evening to you. 300 thumbs up. 300 of you give a thumbs up. I'll start the talk. I already deleted or at least put to private the first video already. And I'm gonna do this talk, and then I'll live it for a short while, and then I'll purge it as well. So I think it's important everybody come in and give a thumbs up. I need 100% of y'all to give a thumbs up. Then I can start today's video. If you all learn it well, many of you will become very, very, very rich. I'm talking about insanely rich kind of rich. Okay, yeah. It has made me rich, and I thought it's important for everybody to come in to give thumbs up. Now I just want to see how many people. Okay, I have 89 thumbs up. So I would like all of you all to give a thumbs up. 300 thumbs up. We start. Okay, yeah. So yes. So in our first crash buying session, we introduce a powerful concept towards crash buying. And if all of y'all were to recall, let me give a simple summary of crash buying. Crash buying is about preparation, right? So if you want to do really well, I think crash buying is important. And why I'm doing this crash buying series is anticipation that the first half of 2026 there will be a big crash of some form, at least according to some of the analysts and things like that. So far, I've heard quite a few analysts giving this prediction. And you see, the problem with this, the more people that believe it, the more it will happen. Okay, so everybody tend to believe that the first half of 2026 something. So, and preparation takes like, months ahead, like months ahead. So I better brief everybody now. So I don't wait until then you say, oh, wow, Mr. Lu, now then you tell me how I know. I tell you all way ahead right now, okay? So, yes, 300 thumbs up we start. I got only 122. Charlene, good evening to you. Xiu Qing, good evening to you. And everybody, yes, yeah, okay. The algorithm of YouTube needs me to give a thumbs up. So everybody, yes, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, yes, okay. And I'm trying to see whether I can even go into Malaysia, but looks like now the queue was horrendous. Just now was a 4-hour jam. Now I think it came down to maybe, let me see again. The last I checked, okay, is a jam of about 1.5 hours. Yeah. So something good is that now we got traffic jam alerts, so I know I don't need to. Okay. Oh yeah, Friday. Okay. Oh, you're going on JB on Friday. Okay, I'll go on Friday now, and then yeah, let's see. I'm trying to go on JB now and see whether it can even happen. Okay. Yeah. How to see the first video is gone. I told everybody it's important that you all quickly watch it and don't miss it, right? The preparation, how to win in a crash, it's all about preparation. And I'm doing a series of preparation video. Yeah. This is already part 3. Part 2 is still available. Okay, part 1 is closed already. So I want everybody to be very serious about it. Okay, this video I cannot keep. I say again, this video I cannot keep. You know why not? Now it's okay. Then later people say, wow, Mr. Lu, I lose money, I blame you, that kind of thing. Wow, then, housing may help out. So I don't want to, I don't want to get, it's like that. Singaporeans, I use the word cry babies. Yeah, they cry babies. And it really frustrates me when it happens. Okay. So I got 150 people give a thumbs up, waiting for everyone to give a thumbs up. We start. To give a thumbs up, you have to log into Google. Okay, if not, you can't give a thumbs up. Please help me. Okay, yeah. So I'm imparting sequentially a series of videos. I realized that I want to make a 3-part video. Then I realized it cannot. This part is very important. This part is very important. This part is important. So I'm making a series of videos. Okay, on crash buying. Okay, so I'll be frank with you. These days I'm not very free. I'm super insanely busy. Okay, running businesses, and then the skills future expiring December. So I go complete the courses that a lot of people committed to. And today I just finished one with Mr. So Chin Heng. We actually had actually have a great session. Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah, isn't hard to give a thumbs up. Yes, but I only 175 when there are about 350 people. I don't know why. Okay, we'll wait for everybody to give a thumbs up. If not, we cannot start. Okay, everybody must give a thumbs up. Everybody, not a bit of you. Okay, yeah. So, and I always like to ask people, why aren't you giving a thumbs up? The reason why is if you don't give a thumbs up, it's not to affirm me. The YouTube algorithm don't allow other people to come in. Yeah, then it's not very nice, right? Yeah. This YouTube video is critical because is YouTube critical is very important because I think this is a very powerful wealth generator that people miss during the crash. Maybe it's my fault because I always say S&P 500, S&P 500, yeah, things like that. But this one, I think, is the real thing that makes people very, very rich. If you were to deploy it correctly. So I want to talk about this. And when I show you this, I thought what is it? But later when I drill more, I see, kind of thing, right? Okay, I've got 200 thumbs up, waiting 100 more. At 63 years old, got skill, no future. Oh, okay. I cannot. I cannot tell you what you should do, but I think there are many people who do very well even in their 70s. Donald Trump in their 80s is still a president. I'm just saying that don't think yourself too young, too old lah. Okay, yeah. Okay, 200 thumbs up. I'm waiting for another 100 more. 100 more. Come on, guys. Okay. And then after that, I will go into JB, and then hopefully the traffic will clear by then. So let me do a quick recall of crash buying. Okay, we already said why we do crash buy. Why are we preparing for crash buying? Is because we believe that the first half of 2026 would have a lot of turbulence. I didn't say it's a total car crash. Huge turbulence is likely to happen. Okay, this is part three already. Yes. Okay, and the huge turbulence will represent a lot of opportunity. Now, I'm preparing everybody with the kung fu they have acquired. This one I'm really very good at, so that you all get to ready. Now, it is not as simple as I got money when it crash I buy. It is not as simple as that. If it is as simple as that, then then everybody will make money, right? Okay, so I maybe I share with you something that I taught my class this afternoon. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Okay, wait a minute. Then you realize why crash buy is important. I'm not starting class. I'm just showing you some stats that I have. Okay, hold on. Oops, guys, hold on. Okay, and where is it? I have. Okay, yeah, maybe this one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, yeah, look at this, right? Okay, if you all can see the slides, yeah, this is S&P 500 all through crash buying, right? So year to date, can you all see? Yes, you all can see. So year to date, we have through S&P 500 only, we are talking about 75% over 2 years or 3 years. Okay, this one is over 4 years. 87% made 400,000. Here made 159,000. Here made 145,000. Just SRS and CPF OA, it's a total of how much profit is it? Well, everybody, I'm waiting for people to give thumbs up. Then I start now. This is 414 plus 159 plus 145. Right, it's $720,000 of profit just on CPF and a bit of SRS. Okay, and the internal rate of return CAGR, okay, annualized CAGR is 15%. 15%. That's quite insane. Right? This is from S&P 500, you know. So I wanted to impart this skill to you guys. So waiting for you guys to hit the 300 magical thumbs up, and I'll start. Okay. Now, how do I go back to my Excel? Yes, this one. Okay. Now how do I do it? Okay. Yes, I can wait for. Thanks for sharing. Okay, thank you. Okay, we're gonna start soon. I'm waiting for 80 more thumbs up. 80 more thumbs up. We start. Okay. Endowers execute trade fast enough to take on the advantage of crash buying. You take a few business days. No, Endowers. If you, I think, please check with them. But if you had transact before 8 a.m. the day before, they still count on that day. But while the transaction is pretty on time, the reflection of the transaction is slow. Okay, yeah, the reflection transaction is slow, so I think it took some time. Okay, so it's not that the reflection of transaction. So it depends also on which. If you use ordinary account SRS, maybe it take even longer. Okay. Mr. Lu, you outperforming my fund manager from big Swiss private bank. Oh wow, that means you are very very rich. That's why you got you got a fund manager. Okay, so I well, it ain't that difficult to outperform many of these fund managers. It really ain't. I've shown you already, right? It ain't that difficult. How difficult can it be? Okay, the principle I show you are very straightforward. You ever watch my first video? I show you how to prepare for it. Okay, the last video I specifically teach. Okay, the last video I specifically teach people how to build uh, how to build your wealth. And today I wanted to help everybody to sorry, the second video is about what I call by a living portfolio. Okay, today I want to talk about a big a big a big wealth generator that everybody miss during crash buying, and that's where I want to make sure that everybody gets that. Okay, I'm 258 uh, away. Sorry, I'm 258 now. I'm waiting for 40 more thumbs up. Okay, 40 more thumbs up, and then we can start. Okay. Yeah. So today, wealth builder number one. Now, this is where I decided not to just, I want to make sure I cover all the details of crash buying. Okay. And then we can get ready by the time if the crash do come. And by the way, the stock market today is doing, yeah. I'm not too sure whether I'll beat. Ben say I got 50-50 chance of winning. The day he told me that I only got 30% chance of winning him. My son and I have a bet. I say by end of the year we'll hit 7,000 points S&P 500. He say no. So right now we are very near, but the market just bo kao lat, it's like I'm so sorry. Yeah. So anyway, we shall see whether it will cross or not. Well, anyway, it's like 1% more. Yeah. Can recap lesson one. No, okay. If you're one, I can put up the lesson one again, but you're quickly go and watch it, okay? But I cannot keep those video for too long. Same as this video. I cannot keep this video for too long, okay? Because there are a lot of cry babies. I'm kidding you not. And okay, if there are first of all, I'm waiting for 300 thumbs up. I don't know why is it so difficult for you. 500 of you. Why is it difficult for you to give a thumbs up, guys? Please help me, okay? If you don't give a thumbs up, other people don't get watch it. Second is that if I get so I get 300 thumbs up, I start. If I get 500 thumbs up, I will relive that video again. Okay, if you're one, yeah, lesson one, I'll relive video again. Colin, well, I got too many courses to run. I'm now thinking. I know a lot of your requests during my course to do an investment course. I'll see. Okay, I'm more than 55, so to fire using CPF or draw out, invest by using cash. Which one is better? I have whether you're 55 years old or not. I think you should always use the one that's most liquid. Yeah. In that case, if your cash is sitting there very liquid, doing nothing, yeah, that's probably what I'll start. Okay. I left with all right. Okay. I'm cross 50. Okay. So if you hit 500 thumbs up, I will live the video again for the first one. Okay. Yeah. So let me start now. Okay. No time race. Okay. And entire screen and let's go. Okay. All right. Let's start the lesson, shall we? Okay. And oh no, where is that? Okay. Okay, I hope you all can see the screen. The powerful wealth generator that everybody seems to miss, okay, is this thing called the Nasdaq 100. Okay, I know you're gonna say, yeah, I thought we were talking about. Hey, guys, how many of you got Nasdaq 100? I think less than 10% of you guys have Nasdaq 100. It's a powerful wealth builder. I briefly before, but I think the opportunity is coming, and I think this kind of opportunity will be very big. I think next year the globally diversified index that is going to crash big time is not just S&P 500, but it's going to be a Nasdaq. And let me tell you why Nasdaq 100 is so powerful. Okay, so the first of all, Nasdaq 100 creates massive wealth. Okay, massive wealth. But unfortunately, if you have weak hands, you will break your weak hand as well. So it rewards very, very patient capital with extraordinary returns. But what I'm going to share with you is that if you do not prepare yourself hard enough, you're gonna get crashed by the volatility. So I thought it's important for me to highlight this with you. So first of all, what on earth the hell is Nasdaq? Nasdaq got three meaning. Okay, Nasdaq got three meaning. First of all, Nasdaq means the stock market. It is the high-tech stock market where securities are traded electronically. Okay, so when people talk about Nasdaq, the stock exchange is this thing. Then there is Nasdaq, the composite index. Okay, which is a very very big index that contains many many stocks. But so when we think about Nasdaq Composite Index, is not what people trade in as well. Well, when we buy a Nasdaq index, we normally refer to the Nasdaq 100 index. There are 100 stocks inside, okay? And these are generally non-financial companies that is distinct from the broader Nasdaq listing, okay? So this, when we talk about Nasdaq 100, is the index that contain 100 high tech stocks, or at least a non financial company growth stocks. Very important. Everybody, please continue to give a thumbs up. If we had 500 thumbs up, I'll live the first lesson again. Okay. Thank you. Oh, NG, where on earth are you? I haven't seen you for 10 years. I've been asking where is NG. Yeah. Okay. Yes, our beloved NG sister is back. Okay. Yes. So what is in the Nasdaq 100? Well, let me highlight the 20 constituents. These are Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Alphabet, which is Google, Meta, which is Facebook, Broadcom. This one I happen lucky I own it. It's a 10 bagger. That means grown by 10 times. Tesla, Costco, okay, Netflix, Adobe, AMD, Qualcomm, Intel, PepsiCo. Surprisingly, PepsiCo is there. Okay, yeah. Uh, okay, and Texas Instrument, Intuit, and Booking.com. Okay, so yes, so these are, let me highlight again when we talk about S&P 500 and Nasdaq. Okay, yeah. So live stream become love stream, but I suppose you love me too. Thank you. So okay, and we all love each other in the community, but please remember, come. NG is very special because she's the first lady that pushed me to a whole day Saturday course. She repeatedly asked me, and eventually I cave in and did it for her. And then anybody, and then a lot of people after that say, how can you do for NG, don't do for us? Then bopian, nowadays I have to do for other people as well. Okay, so anyway, so the critical point is that when we talk of these companies, while they are US started companies, but these are not US geographical footprint only companies. These are global companies with global customer base and supply chain, worldwide pricing power. So when we talk about a globally diversified index, it doesn't need to have include China company, Singapore company, UK company, whatsoever. As long as the businesses are global in nature. Okay. So I'll talk about that, Paushan, in a short while. Okay. So I think it's important for us to really know that when we talk about S&P 500, the businesses are generally global in nature anyway. So I don't know what's this fanatism about, we need to move away from US whatsoever, but these are global companies. Okay. So next is, what is the Nasdaq 100 index? Okay, I'll show you the power. Thumbs up, 500 thumbs up. Okay, I will live the first lesson one again. The Nasdaq 100 index contains the 100 largest non-financial companies. Is listed on Nasdaq itself. Okay, it must meet the listing requirement. They are market cap weighted. Larger company will hold greater weight. Okay, so therefore, there will be a concentration of scalable, IP-driven global companies with massive competitive mode. These are highly defendable ones. Oh, I just realized something. There are some people who told me this thing. I better be sensitive about it. Okay, I'm trying to see whether I can push my face icon all the way to the top right. No, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, guys. Or maybe in the middle. Okay, let's try this. Okay, will you all prefer this? Okay, let me see where I can do this again. Okay, and let me do this. Okay, white screen and share, and give me a minute, guys. Okay, can you all see it? Okay, now is this any better? Because people say you cannot see my face. My face is blocking some of the words. Okay, for some strange reason, the slide did not come out now. Can you all see? Okay, and if you all can see now, okay, yes, I think you all can see now. Okay, all right. Okay, so who runs the Nasdaq 100? Well, it's the stock exchange itself. Okay, the stock exchange, Nasdaq owns the and manage the index. Okay, all of the Nasdaq index are run algorithmically. Well, is how to pronounce it. Okay, by algorithms. Okay, and selections, and the criteria is publicly documented. There is no human stock picking. Remove manager bias and drift style. Very, very, very objective, and they do an annual reconstitution. Companies that no longer meet the criteria are removed. Quarterly rebalancing of the weightage. If you are a loser, you will drop out. Okay. Yep. Okay. If you are a loser, you'll drop out, and if you are a winner, you get larger. So the key thing is this, right? We want a living portfolio, not a static portfolio like S&P, like STI. STI is a dead, static portfolio is dead. We have learned in our last lesson that S&P 500 is a living portfolio. Okay, yeah. So the reso not so sharp. Is it okay now, guys? I'm trying to see whether you all can see. Yeah. Okay. Um, so therefore, the Nasdaq is a very very powerful portfolio. I need 500 thumbs up if I can. That if well, if there are no 500 thumbs up, then I don't then I don't live the first video again. So how we measure performance in the Nasdaq 100 is basically it's price appreciation plus reinvested dividend. Now, let me also highlight this. The dividends of Nasdaq not a lot now. Most of the Nasdaq company don't give much dividends. So most of the returns will come from price appreciation, and it's on a compound annual growth rate. Later, I'll show you how big the compound annual growth rate is, and you will understand. So this is how the methodology of the wealth creation through Nasdaq is measured. Okay, now this is where I'll give you the total returns of Nasdaq 100 over the last 40 to 10 years. Here I want you watch. So if you bought the Nasdaq over the last 40 years and held it until now, on average, every year would have given you 13.8%. 13.8%. Isn't that amazing? 13.8%. The index was launched in 1985. So it didn't have more than 40 plus years of history. Okay, about 40 years of history. So 85, 95, 2000 and 2005. Yeah, 40 years exactly. Okay. Now this is 13.8%. That's amazing. If you held it by 30 years, it will return you 14.9% on average a year. 14.9%. Do you know how insane is that? 14.9%. I have to crash buy the S&P 500 to return you 14.99%. But if you held a Nasdaq over last 30 years, okay, without the need to crash buy, you have achieved 14.99%. But if you hold over last 20 years, I think it will return you slightly less, 12.2%. Now 12.2% is still very high. It's already overtake the returns of S&P 500. But if you bought one Nasdaq 100 counter and held it for last 10 years, you're giving you a whooping 18.6%. Isn't that insane, guys? Okay, isn't that insane? Now a lot of you all don't understand these percentages. I'll give you what do you mean by these kind of returns. Okay, if you have something that give you 12% CAGR, compound annual growth rate, okay, 12%, 12%. Let's say you put $100,000 inside, okay. After 10 years, you'll grow by 3 times, 3 times, 310,000, okay. After 10 years, tripling your capital. But if this is, by the way, this 12% represent the lower end. This is the lowest you get. You notice that? If you just achieve the low end, after 10 years, it will return you 3 times. After 20 years, it will return you 10 times. 10 times, okay? 10 times. And after you hold for 30 years, you return you 30 times, guys. 30 freaking times. Can you hear that? 30 times, okay? 30 times. So that's pretty insane, right? Let me drink some water because the growth is too powerful. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. But of course, you're going to say, now who's going to hold 30 years? Okay, that's another story. But I'm trying to tell you that, no. And by the way, if you can hold it 30 years, okay, and you've got $100,000 inside, one of the ways you just give your children, okay, 100,000, and then after that you pass away, and they're not supposed to sell it for 30 years. After 30 years, become 3 million. No? Yeah. So anyway, the early years will feel slow, but the latest year will feel powerful because this is exponential graph. Okay, exponential graph. And this is where I will really encourage everybody that this is really something really really powerful. Okay, but this 12% is the lowest end. It's not even the highest end. It's the lowest end. Everybody, please continue to give a thumbs up. The But what if give you 15% return? 15% return. Let me tell you how magical is 15% return. After 10 years, you'll give you four times, $400,000. Okay. After 20 years, it will give you 1.6 million, 16 times after 20 years. And after 30 years, you'll give you 60 times. Life-changing wealth, life-changing phenomenal wealth, 60 times, right? 3% CAGR represents some phenomenal. And uh, by the way, you may not realize this, but Warren Buffett. Anybody knows what is Warren Buffett CAGR? Berkshire Hathaway. Anybody just make a guess? Okay, what is Warren Buffett's CAGR CAGR? Anybody can guess? Okay, just put a number. Is a hint. It's higher than Nasdaq. Okay, it's higher than Nasdaq. Okay, but you know we are mortals. He's guru status, so he can achieve higher than 15%. Make a guess. What is Warren Buffett's return rates? Okay, anybody? Yeah. So while waiting for you, okay, Jennifer, good to see you. So the gap between 12% and 15% is amazing. Amazing. Okay, amazing. So when you put this over a long period of time, it's just insane. Okay. 25, 20, 18, 25, 30, 18, okay, 22, 20. Everybody missed it now. Everybody missed it. Okay. Yeah. Some of you are pretty close. All right. Okay. Some of you all missed it. All right. So Warren Buffett return rates, everybody, okay, is 21%. 21%. Okay, 21%. So while we are, but of course he's Warren Buffett lah. We are not lah, 21%. So if we can achieve 15%, that's pretty insane. Okay, I can achieve 15%, but I can do it on my S&P 500 CPF portfolio over the last few years, but I haven't fired enough to make it, to make myself into a billionaire status kind of thing, right? It's too small, okay? So this is where I just want to say, while S&P 500 returns you some insane numbers, right? Insane, right? Look at this, 18%, 12%, 15%, whatsoever. But what's the problem with the NASDAQ? The Nasdaq is very volatile. Okay, very very volatile. Kia silang. Okay, so first of all, 70% of the time it goes into positive years. That's great. Okay, most of the time it's positive. 30% of the time it go to negative, and this negative, the drawdowns are phenomenal. You go into look at history over the 40 years, there is not uncommon to hit 50 to 80% declines. That means you buy a Nasdaq with $1,000, you could be half in a big crash or even 80% in a dot-com bust. So some of the recovery take a long time. Like a dot-com bust, it take almost 15 years to recover. So therefore, timing is important. Okay. And a lot of people lose their patience, okay, over this kind of period, and they lose out. So panic selling during drawdown really will cause you to lose money. Okay. So everybody please continue to give a thumbs up. I just want to say that it's important for everybody before you go in and just dash in. While it's wealth changing, it is also very volatile. So you really need tahanability. This is a very important word. No English word capture the essence of it. You need powerful tahanability to be able to handle Nasdaq. Okay, and that is a skill that basically translating it means you need guts of steel. Maybe a bit more crude now, balls of steel. Really must have courage to hold on because there will be panic in this counter. Okay, this index you need more than just money. You need psychological fortitude, tahanability, okay? And you must be able to ignore the volatility and noise. You can lose a lot of you. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So sorry, guys. So sorry, guys. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. Huh? So sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Okay. I don't know how I accidentally triggered the mute button. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can hear? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm so sorry. And let's go. So tahanability is the ability to tahan pain, fear, and drawdown. Okay. Now, so how do we handle Nasdaq? Okay. How do you handle Nasdaq? Well, frankly speaking, you cannot buy Nasdaq in normal times. You cannot buy Nasdaq in normal times, especially now. Yeah, you buy Nasdaq at normal times, you really looking for trouble. Okay, you got to buy Nasdaq at market crashes, huge market crashes. Okay, so we're talking about huge drawdown. Now there are a lot of times like dot com bust 80% down. Okay, global financial crisis 50% down. The tech sell down of 2022, I went in quite deep, 33% down. Okay, so if you buy at the wrong time, you will get this massive drawdown. But this massive drawdown are really the times where it is the best time to buy. Okay, so this is where I really want to urge everybody to take this possible opportunity that will come in 2026. Okay, if it crash big time, this is a time that everybody should really take advantage of it. Okay, I think Nasdaq is something you want to think about. Now, what uh, I'm just going to say this. I usually take a two-third, one-third position, meaning two-third I'll go into S&P 500 or MSCI World Index or Dimensional Fund, and one-third into Nasdaq. Two-third, one-third ratio. You cannot believe how insanely good is Nasdaq. Insanely good. The returns are amazing. The only problem with Nasdaq is that let me show you what you can buy. What represents Nasdaq? Okay, so I'm not telling you to buy any of these. I'm just telling you what are the possible counters in as listed today that represents Nasdaq. The more popular one is QQQ, QQM as well. They are all domiciled in US. Okay, the fees are very low, 0.2%, 0.15%. Okay, very low. Now in the non-US market, there's EQQQ, EQAC, SXRV, and CSNDX. This one you can't buy easily on the normal stock market. You have to buy on interactive brokers, that kind of thing. Okay, but they're more tax efficient, and more importantly is that these two, while is good, has estate duties. That means if you buy and you die, your your wait, your beneficiaries will kena 40% tax burden. Same, by the way, as SPY and things like anything you buy in US, any US stocks you buy, if you die, you'll kena 40% tax burden, right? So no, by the way, guys, can you hear me? I don't know why suddenly still got people say no sound. Can you hear me, guys? Okay, I just want to make sure you can hear me. Maybe you can let me know where you can hear me. Okay. Um, Yeah, this Ken. Okay, loud and clear. Thank you. Okay, so the 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 good thing about this is that the expense ratio is very, very low, insanely low. Okay, 0.2, 0.15%, insanely low. The Europe counterpart is about 0.3, which is also very low. Okay, but it's a bit more complex to buy. But some of you will figure out how to buy whatsoever. Okay, there are a lot more. By the way, the list is very long. Okay, the two more popular one is these two, and I'll just say this: when you pick, this is where I want to give a tip on picking ETFs. You want to pick one that possibly you can find you can handle the estate duties. You can also make sure that the expense ratio is very low, usually less than 0.6, 0.5%. That's quite important. And you also want to find one whereby the asset under management is very high. So in terms of all these, the asset under management are very high. But in particular, QQQ and QQM is insanely a few $100 billion, the kind of thing. So the reason why you want the asset under management very high so that there is continuity. If the asset under management is too low, it's difficult. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so this everybody please continue to give a thumbs up, man. So I just need to say this that Nasdaq 100 consistently over the last 40 years has delivered extraordinary returns. Okay, over a decade. And here I want to ask everybody, why does Nasdaq 100 return all those crazy returns? Now everybody could guess. Nasdaq 100 returns these insane returns. Oh, simple. It's very easy to understand why. Because behind Nasdaq 100 are highly innovative companies. Right? They are not the Singtel, they are not the DBS of the world. They are the highly innovative companies that innovate and deliver the Teslas, the Facebook, the Googles, the AIs, and all this. They are all very powerful companies. Yeah, so it will continue to be the nature of this company to deliver extraordinary returns. It will continuously be delivering this kind of insane volatility. So therefore, if you want to touch Nasdaq, first of all, you should have a balance, right? You need a financial safety net. Those who missed my first lesson, I talk a lot about financial safety net as an emotional stabilizer. And those people attended my course with Mr. So Chin Hing today. And by the way, Mr. So Chin and I teach a course on wealth management. Inside, I teach a 2-hour section on investment, and I teach some of these things. So in case you are interested, you can always sign up. I'll probably give you a link somewhere. So the human psychology of investment is something really, really very important to handle this. Okay, so Nasdaq 100 is really very volatile. Okay, and you will test you to the limits on human psychology. Okay, but this is a powerful wealth builder. It has delivered some. This is one index that you have to buy using cash. There's no way you can buy using CPF or SRS. Only cash. Okay. So normally I don't show this because I only show my CPF and SRS government run funds. But I think it's important to highlight this very important fact. Okay. So this is where I pause. Okay, I pause. Exit. Okay, and then I go back to this one. All right, let's take some Q&A, shall we? Let's take some Q&A. So let me just say this. The NASDAQ is a powerful wealth creator only if you can handle it. Okay, only if you can handle it. If not, you're... Right. So I usually take it as a 1/3, 2/3 ratio, and I only buy it in crashes. Because any other time I buy it, okay, the chances of hitting a slap in the face is very high. Wow. Okay. So I think this is where I open up a question and answer. Okay. Yeah. Please ask Angie. By the way, is it cold in Korea? I'm thinking of going there. Yeah. Yeah. It's really cold in Korea. It's very cold now. No. Endowers does not have a Nasdaq 100 fund. They have high tech fund, but it's not Nasdaq fund. Okay. How many percent drop during crashes then it's safe to buy? This one, easily 20, I would say 20% minimally, okay? 20 to 30% minimally to be safe, in my opinion, okay? Yeah. So I do have a pretty sizable position in Nasdaq. Okay, the only downside is that I only discovered Nasdaq and the power of Nasdaq in the recent 5 years or so. Yeah, so I didn't have a chance to hold it for last 10, 20, 30 years. But it's very powerful. Buy during crashes. When do we sell? Do rebalancing. Okay, give me a minute. This is a fantastic question. I use a simple analogy first, okay? And in subsequent lesson, I will teach people on rebalancing it. So you set yourself a ideal ratio, an ideal ratio where you hold, let's say a stable stock, stable portfolios versus a growth portfolio. And then let's say the ratio is 50-50, right? Let's say grow to 60-40, then you may want to trigger to 50-50 again. So it could be a ratio trigger. So I do that in ratio trigger. So this instruction is passed down to Ben. Ben, my son, will manage it for me. So it is a ratio triggered. Okay. Joe Sun said that Korea round is 0 to 2 degrees. More sun equals to more cold. If it's rainy, it's not so cold. Oh, okay. Oh wow. Okay. So don't know whether I can take the cold or not. Yeah. Well, I'll just say this: buy in Europe exchange not easy to buy. You have to buy using interactive brokers or something. The Tiger, Momo, Meow Meow of the world, I don't think you can buy it. Okay. So I think it's a bit more complicated, but at least that push you away from the risk of estate duties, or other ways you can find a way to manage estate duties. Like before, let's say if you pass away, you pass down some instruction. That the minute you pass away, your family must quickly sell your stocks, then they go crying. No, don't cry first, then sell. Yeah, sell first, then cry. That kind of thing. Anyway, it's a funny joke. Okay. Wow, it's very cold now. Okay. Can teach us when to fire, how to fire? Yeah, soon. Okay. You cannot rush this. If you do not do the preparation work, first of all, I taught you on the first lesson, okay, what is the preparation work needed? Then I taught you what is called a living portfolio. Now I'm teaching you what's a NASDAQ. And gradually I'll gravitate to how to fire, when to fire. Okay, so I think that's how I progress the lesson. I think it's very important. Okay, yeah. Stash away have Nasdaq. Oh, I'm surprised. Okay, what is it? Counter is it called? Adam Koo say he will never sell his winners unless a fundamental or stock exchange. But that's the same for everybody. Now, when I say I rebalance, okay, the art of rebalancing is not. Don't think of it like profit taking, okay, or flight away. This rebalancing is always a very important art of holding a portfolio for a long period of time. Very, very important. Reina said, you mentioned 40% charge of inheritance. Does it mean you sell the stock before death is not chargeable? Reina, I will just say this, okay? I've never done it before. This is a theory, okay? Yeah, so this, San Gao Huang Di Yuan, right? How they know you die already? So I'll just say this, okay? But again, I cannot outrightly say that I never died before, so I don't know whether my son can sell it. Okay, even if I die already, my son sell it, I also don't know whether, because I'll be dead already, I don't know whether they're successful or not. Okay. What about TQQQ? Oh, that's a very interesting counter. TQQQ is 3 times leverage of QQQ. That means if the stock were to return, listen very carefully, if stock were to return 15% a year, TQQ will return 45% a year. 45% a year. That's how powerful TQQ is. But when a stock go down, let's say in 1 year, crash by 30%, which sometimes it does, 30 or let's say 33%, TQQ will become zero. Will become one big fat zero. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Okay. Poems have EQQQ. Okay, that's a Europe counter. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, so Investico QQQ Series 1. QQQ is in the stock market already. So it's like a broker at that. Yes. So can use SRS to buy. I'm surprised that I can use SRS. So that's great. So thanks, Kelvin. Kelvin said that on Stashaway can do it. That you can use SRs to buy. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's great. Palm oil plantation, a good run. No, I don't pick individual stocks. Okay. Can you do DCA on Nasdaq? Yes, absolutely. It's a globally diversified portfolio. Okay, it's a globally diversified portfolio. So yes, you can. By the way, I am 70. I'm now 436 thumbs up. If I got 70 more thumbs up, I will release my first video again. Okay, I put it on private because there are a lot of crybabies. But there's enough people signal to me you want the video on, I'll turn it on for 24 hours. Okay, so whoever wants the first video, I can live it again. But you must let me know my thumbs up. Yeah, okay. No, I disagree. That Saifu say that for white mode stock, can we let them compound rather than sell partial and rebalance if the average price is very low? No, I think it's very important to do rebalancing periodically. Okay, I think it's rebalancing. You just Google rebalancing. How important it is. Rebalancing. You know, I'll do one lesson on rebalancing. Okay, rebalancing is a very important portfolio. It actually makes you money. Rebalancing makes you more money. That's the funny thing. Okay, rebalancing makes you more money from a whole portfolio perspective, and you also make your journey up less scary. Yeah. So rebalancing is really very important. Okay, really very important. Okay, TQQQ has a leverage of 3 times. Why don't we buy? Yeah, you go up 45. If the returns is 15%, go up to 45 times. But sometimes when the market crash 33%, TQQ go to zero, no. Because it leveraged 3 times. 3 times for 33% is zero. It go to zero. You want that to happen not? But in practice, that don't happen. But it can go all the way down to a massive cut now, like severe cut now. So unless you have a very smart way of rebalancing TQQQ, you use algo trading. Okay, then Ben and I have an algorithm that manages it, but it's too sophisticated for a market like this. Okay, I waiting for 50 more thumbs up. Okay, which platform do you recommend to buy from? Well, in most of the stock trading app, you can buy QQQ and QQM. But I think Kelvin was the one who said that you can buy from Scythe or Stashaway. I can't remember. He said, okay. Poems, you can buy EQQQ, which is the Europe version of QQQ. I think that don't have estate duties risk. Okay, yeah. Okay. Again, a Stashaway. Thank you. Do I use Python for algorithm? I don't. Initially, last time I use just Excel. Then later, I don't know what Ben does to it. I think now they use AI. Okay, so I think it's very important for everybody to understand this thing. I only enter Nasdaq 100 when the market has a massive crash. And by the way, that's the same for S&P 500. But Nasdaq is largely more important because when the market is so high, it can crash all the way down to 50 to 80%. Very few people can tahan 50 to 80%. And I think that's quite scary. So I'll wait for market to crash. Okay, when am I firing soon? I wait for market crash. I don't know when the market will crash, but when the market crash, everybody knows, right? Okay, so no, Patrick, you cannot judge returns by when you sell. You judge returns by the growth. Okay, a lot of people have this concept that money is not yours until you sell it. Okay, well, this is old-fashioned thinking. Okay, yeah. So I think it's important that this kind of stuff. Have you watched my earlier slide? My earlier slide says very clear. You hold it for a long period of time, 10, 15, 20 years. Okay, you can even yield some substantial return. Phenomenal. 6.6 million. If you put in 10 minutes, 66 times. 66 times. Yeah. So I mean, imagine I got 1 million inside. Yeah, you become 66 million in 30 years. Walao, right? Okay, yeah. So I don't have people giving thumbs up. I I don't have people giving thumbs up to 500, then I won't live the first video. Okay. Yeah. What other questions do you have? I think I'll go to JB soon. Let me see whether the queue has cut down already or not. Okay. Let me see. Okay, whether the queue has cut down. Oh my goodness, the queue built up again. Can I sigh? Okay. The queue is insane. 1.5 hours of queue. Yeah, this yen. Okay. Yeah, I actually saw the queue went down and then now it go up again. My goodness. Okay. What else? Any other questions you have on this? I think I'll just say this. NASDAQ is a game changer. No kidding you. NASDAQ is a game changer. Okay. And it will really, really, it will really, really build massive amount of wealth, but it will also give you a terrible ride of your life in terms of volatility. With the knowledge of a market sell in 2026, would you rebalance your CPF portfolio, invest in US and go back to CPF? Okay, so it's very important that the answer, the question is, now market is going to come down, should you sell or not? Well, I just tell you this. This is a possible decline, but we don't know whether it will happen for sure. Okay, the risk is high, but we don't know whether that will happen. So I will just say this. Once you buy globally diversified portfolio at a very good price, okay, I will hold on for my life, as long as possible, right? Okay, and never think of selling down unless there is a global meltdown of financial institution or crashing and that kind of thing. Otherwise, I'll just hold them for a long period of time, regardless of whatever happens. A storm happens, just ignore it. Okay, yeah. What about Mac 7, Mac 10 coming out next year? Come on. Yeah. Ignore it now. What app am I using? See a causeway. It's called Beat the Jam. Beat the Jam. Okay, yeah, Beat the Jam. What is the annualized return of Nasdaq? Oh, you just came in. Is it Anita? I briefed it just now. The annualized return of Nasdaq. Okay, if you allow me to just quickly show you. Okay, I think a lot of you missed that now. Okay. The annualized return of Nasdaq, it's where is it? Okay, the annualized return on Nasdaq. This is the chart. Can you all see it? Okay, the annualized return of Nasdaq over the last 40 years is 13.8%. Over the last 30 years is 15%. Over the last 20 years is 12%. Over the last 10 years is a whopping 18.6%. And I'm very proud to say that out of the last 10 years, I held half of it. So the average return is, I think, was around 18.6% or so. Okay, something like that. I can't remember. I need to look at my numbers. Yeah, so it's a very powerful return. Very powerful return. It's a wealth. It's a fortune changing. It's a fortune changing counter if you can handle it, right? And the only way you can hold for so long without suffering the insanity and pressure of selling is when you buy during a massive crash. Otherwise, you panic and sell for sure. Okay, so just to impress upon everybody, what do you mean by 18%? Okay, I can show just 15%. If you have 15%, okay, you put in $100,000 in 30 years will become 66 million. You know what? I'm gonna just calculate now. If it indeed hold by 18%, how much we get? 1.18 to the power of 30 years. Wow. This is wow. If it's 18%, wow, can see wait, it cannot be. Wait, I'm just trying to see. You'll become 14 million. 14 million, Wow. That's insane, right, guys? Okay. That's why I say it's a fortune changing wealth. That's why I say I think it's very important. Yeah. So Fund Supermart has QQQM. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, please talk about volatility decay when talk about TQQQ. Okay, I'll just say this. First of all, I said TQQ, the volatility can kill you. Second thing is that if nothing happens to the stock, okay, then the stock will naturally come down. Okay, and this is mathematical. But usually TQQ, the decay is very low because the stock keep going up. but it is not the decay that kill you, but it is the volatility that kills you. So do not touch TQQ with a 10-foot pole. Do not touch. Okay, do not touch. Whole globally diversified portfolio ETF rebalance to maintain asset allocation and partially sell down when need money, 4% drop. Okay, that's one way to look at. Mumu also have QQQM. Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's great also. Yeah. So okay, any other questions, guys? Okay. Please give thumbs up. Okay. Let me see whether I've hit. I only have 462 thumbs up. Okay. No, looks like everybody have watched the first video. The first video is actually very important, but I think most of people have watched it already. So it looks like nobody. Oh wow! Suddenly there's a big jump. Okay. 18 more thumbs up. I'll live the video. Okay, I'll live that video so you can watch for 20. I'll give you 24 hours to watch it. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Okay. Let me ask you a question. I got this huge demand for people asking me, Mr. Lu, can you please teach us very basic investment? Very, very basic investment. Okay. Don't teach me all these sophisticated concepts. I just want to learn entry level. How do we even open up a broker? How do we even start? Okay. How do we even put in $1? I don't know. Just saying a very, very simple way of investing. Okay. And all the way to just make me simple money. Enough. I don't need to make a big money, just simple money. Okay. If you all want a course like this, please say I want. Okay. Because there's a lot of people. Well, I think in our 165 community, there are a lot of sophisticated investors, which I assume. I think there's a huge amount of people are very rudimentary investors. And I think it's very important to start how to walk first. And I think it's very easy to learn how to make 6%, 8% return. Don't go too high. 6 to 8% return over a long period of time. Okay. If you want this, say I want. I get 50, I start the course. Okay. Yeah. Simple, just very simple. Assuming like you don't know anything about stock market. Okay. That it leads you to maybe a 6 to 8% return. Above that is I might include a crash buying course inside, but main part of it is just let you have simple return. Okay. If you want, I can. Wow, there's so many people want. I'm surprised, man. Okay. Yeah. I always assume that everybody in my 1865 community are like super guru guru wannabe that only wants very sophisticated investment philosophy. I'm talking about very simple one, like how do you even, I'm just thinking, how do you even how do you even click a button, how do you even buy, how long do I need to wait, what should I buy, what should I do in the next step, what should in 3 days, that kind of thing. Yeah. So very simple one is something I'm looking at. Okay, I see 50. I can work with the training organization. Yeah. Okay. If you're I want. I see 50 of them. I start the course for you guys. Okay. And by the way, please continue to give thumbs up. If I get 500 thumbs up, I will live the first lesson on crash buying, which is I think the most important lesson, to be frank. Okay. B, I haven't taken my MSN yet. Can you get me my MSN pill with some water, please? Okay, get me a bottle, please. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, okay. Where got? Oh, 500 liao. Yeah. Basic, very basic. Like basic until kind of basic. Like almost assume you know nothing about stock market. Okay. And what we'll do is that I'll teach you something on cash, SRS, CPF, and all this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, how do you? Yeah, something like that. No, simple courses and things like that. Okay. Yeah. I can. I can if you want me to. Next year, not this year. This year only left the last few days. Okay. Since there are people like okay. You're one. Okay. So I got 500 thumbs up. So what I'll do is that I will live the video again. Wait, how do I do it? Okay, I'll live the video again. I give you 24 hours to watch. Okay, that's fair, right? Okay. You know why? I'm not. There are a lot of crybabies in our group, man. I kid not, man. They give me hell, man. The crybabies. Okay, yeah. You just look at the how nasty the comments are in our 1965 video. Yeah, it's nasty, nasty. A lot of people. So one thing can help me when there are nasty comments. Help me counter them. Okay. Okay, I've live the lesson one. I live the lesson one already, 24 hours. Okay, please watch it. Oh, I haven't launched it yet. I'm just asking for feedback first. If there is demand, okay. Yeah. I haven't taken my MSM bill for hair. My hair a lot, right? Okay. This MSN is very, very good for hair. Super good for hair. And I think that some people have eczema, skin allergies, or something like that. Okay, this way maybe I do a bit of. There's QR code there. If you all want, you all can go ahead and buy it. It's really good for hair, skin allergies, and things like that. Let me see if I can do this. There, see, all come out already. This one really very good. A lot of people have bought it before. Okay, I take 2 in the morning, 2 at night, 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Really very good. 2 in the morning, 2 at night. Okay, really very good. A lot today in my class. There's one lady who said, "Thank you, Mr. Lu. I used to have very bad allergy here. What's the name? I can't remember. I used to get very bad allergy here. After taking MSM pill, no more. Wow, life changing. Okay, really very good. This thing got how many pills? It's 180 pills. It's from a US company, a very, very big company. 180 pills. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. Lesson 2 is really there. Okay. Does Endower is some lesson for client? I don't know. I don't run it. You ask Endowers, don't ask me. I really don't know. Yeah. I'll try to see where I can run it in the skills futures. And those people that use up skills futures, I think you can use the NTUC UTAP. NTUC UTAP. Yeah, UTAP. I forgot what it stands for. NTUC UTAP. So they help to subsidize a bit. But I haven't planned the course yet. Probably next year, February, March, April or something. Now they'll say one day I'm going to prepare. Now next 2 days I got some break. I'll think about it. Okay. All right, good. Okay, good. Need sleep. What do you mean? You need pills to help you sleep, or you need a sleep, or you say I need sleep. This one 69, 90 per bottle or something like that. Very a lot. Very take a long time. Okay, take a long time to finish it. Very good for hair growth. Look at my hair. Wow, you look at my hair. From no hair to where I am now. Wow, really very good. Seriously, there are 2 pills that I take every day. Must take one. The rest I rotate. Number one is I take the GA2 for energy and vitality. Yeah, that's ginseng pill. That's ginseng. Very powerful. Look at my energy now. 12 o'clock. Later I still gotta go for 1 hour walk. Yeah, and you just scan this QR code or scan the not scan and or text this for it. Plan fast before it crash. Oh, that's true. Cannot wait too long. Siao lah. That's true. Yeah, cannot wait too long. Wait too long, the crash come. Walao. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, xiong eh. Yeah, this year almost took my win away, man. Just to rush for the course. Yeah. Okay. All right. Any last questions? Before I go, I got a I got a trip to take to JB, which I'm trying to see whether the traffic jam has cleared. Okay. I was hoping it clear. Okay. And right, it's cleared. It cleared already. Okay, I'm ready to go now. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna rush to JB right now. I don't know whether I'll still do a live stream the next few days. I think I will. No, I think I got some time. Okay. Or I just break for Christmas. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this lesson is good for you. Okay. Remember, next time coming, gotta give a thumbs up, because you see 800 people get to watch it because of you guys who give thumbs up. I really appreciate this. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, probably see you tomorrow. I don't. This Christmas I'll eat like there's no tomorrow. Are you jealous? Okay, guys. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll see you guys. Okay. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye, bye bye. Good night, bye. Good night, yeah. Good night. Okay, Chloe, good night. Okay, Sam, good night. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Okay, good night. Good night. Okay, Rihanna, good night to you. Okay, Belle, good night to you too. Chris, good night. Okay, Anita, good night to you too. Thank you everybody for watching. Okay, Roslyn, good night to you too. Okay, Ken, good night to you. Okay, okay, good night to you too. Okay, bye bye.